So what is happening, guys? It's been a while since I've uploaded on this channel. You guys have been dropping the ball. You need to remind me that I need to start uploading more content onto this channel. But you'll see that I changed the name to like podcast. I kind of want to start a podcast. I don't know when that's going to be or how we're going to do it. We'll figure it out later. But I figure that the easiest way for me to continue uploading content onto this channel is just keep it as raw as possible. Like no editing, just basic stuff, straight to the point. So we're just gonna start firing off these videos. I'm gonna start responding to people that are asking questions on my other channel, which is Thick Whips. So I had a question the other day talking about sponsorships. So basically when it comes down to sponsorships and what I've learned over the past 3 years of doing this and building up an audience, one, value. You have to have value if you want any company to work with you. I want to kind of remove the word sponsorships or sponsors from the terminology because it just kind of has like a bad representation. Like when you hear sponsors, you think like, oh, like give me free stuff for an Instagram post. And really it's those kind of people that have ruined real partnership opportunities. That's what I like to call them, partnerships. Have really ruined those kind of opportunities for people like us, you, me, whoever, who are actually creating content that want like a long-term partnership with other companies. That's kind of how I look at it. When people say sponsorships, I kind of like cringe inside. I'm like, I don't call it sponsorships. So anytime that you're approaching a company and you're reaching out to them, you always want to make sure that you use the correct terminology, which I believe is partnership. So you want to work with this company and in hopes of maybe exchanging parts for content or getting an affiliate network set up with them so you can make money, you can make commissions on the parts that you sell. Aside from calling it a partnership or a sponsorship, the most important thing is you have to be able to bring some sort of value. A company isn't going to work with you unless you have something to offer. So you need to create a reason for them to work with you. And how that works is you need to provide them some sort of value. So when it came to what I was doing, I've had partners on my channel and with my builds for the past, 2 years, like real ones for like 2 years. And the way that I did that is consistency, continually reaching out to new people. 95% of companies will tell you no, and you have to be okay with that. You have to be prepared to take a lot of L's and be told many, many times, no, you're not there, we're not interested, we're not doing sponsorships right now, you're not really the kind of person we're looking to work with. That's okay. You have to be prepared to take those L's and those no's from a lot of companies. The reason that I was able to get a few good ones is because I was so persistent and I reached out to hundreds, if not thousands of companies over and over and over again. Now, I was doing this early on when I really didn't even have an audience. And now that I have like a little bit of an audience, I'm not even that big of like a YouTuber, like 60,000 subscribers, which really isn't that much. Now that I have a little more people, I would say it's a little bit easier, and some people start coming to me now, right? Because I have the value. But I think that rather than thinking about sponsors or partners, you should be focusing on your content. The number one thing is your content. People will come to you when you are putting out enough content, good value. I'm literally using a catch can, a Misc catch can box for a tripod right now. This is my tripod, it's at my friend's house. So when people type in Google, like if they're looking for something like BMW modifications, if you make enough videos talking about BMW modifications, you are going to be the person that comes up in that search. Your videos are going to pop up. That's why I started making a lot of videos on particular topics like Bimmercode and F30 modifications. And then I expanded on that and started making website stuff like blogs and creating pages built around my builds that talk about the parts and even like links to sell the parts to you guys. Now, I will say that for me personally, it has been the hardest to get partnerships like for wheels. Like wheels have been, for whatever reason, like really difficult for me. I've worked with a few different wheel companies, but I feel like recently I have landed a partnership with a wheel company that is going to be good. And the reason I say that is because they offer like a really high tier level of quality wheel, and you can customize it, completely customize the wheel. Wheels have always been the hardest for me. Finally, I feel like I have a wheel company that I'm working with that is going to be solid, that I can actually like forge a good long-term partnership. That is what you want. partnerships. You want long-term, well worth it, good partnerships. So I have a few like really, really solid partnerships. When companies come to me and they ask to work with me, the majority of the time I don't even entertain them. And the reason being is because I already have partnerships in the right areas that getting free parts isn't really worth it to me. Like, I don't care so much about getting free stuff because I can afford the modifications. What I care about is a good affiliate program, most important thing, and I'm getting good commissions on the affiliate commission. So when I sell the products and market them to other people, I make a cut, right? I make like a percentage of that sale. The longer partnership that you have with these companies, the more of a percentage that you can take on that sale because you've proven yourself. So even when I show my analytics to some companies, like I sold over $1 million in products in 2020. I sold over $1 million in products in 2020. But a lot of companies, like, they don't really understand commissions on that stuff yet, and they don't really understand how it works, so like they don't offer it. If a company comes to me and they're like, oh, we'll give you, you know, like free paddle shifters or whatever, if you install them and make a video, and I'm like, first of all, my other sponsors, like, they have those products and I have good affiliate commissions with those sponsors. So like, why would I work with you? Like, if I don't even have like a relationship with you, and like you don't have an affiliate program and you're not going to offer me a good percentage, why would I sell your products for you? The affiliate commissions are always going to be more valuable than free parts. So it's really important for me, for someone who's really interested in affiliate marketing and not getting a paycheck and just doing my own thing and not having to rely on like working for a company, it's really important to me that the company has a good affiliate program. Now, every now and then I will venture off and like try out new affiliate programs with companies, but the majority of the time I like to only work with a select few of partnership companies that I'm already working with when it comes to like marketing their parts, because there's no sense in me going around to another company and trying to start a whole new affiliate program, start from the bottom and get more commission out of that program. So I see a lot of people that make this mistake. They try to get as many affiliate programs as possible, as much residual income coming from as many spaces. I understand that, but it's a lot easier to lean in when one company offers as many things as possible. Now, I'm not going to specifically name the companies that I work with here, but if you guys watch my channel, you probably know which companies I'm talking about. I have great relationships with a few companies that you see mentioned continually on my channel. That's because they have all the parts that I need and the commissions are really good. So like, I don't really have to sit there and like barter for parts or barter for certain commission percentages because I have a relationship with them. So I already know how it works. We already know how we work. So that's really what your objective is. That's what you're aiming for. In the beginning, I think it's good, like when you're first starting out, like 2 years ago, when you're first starting out, I think it's good to try out as many things as possible. Try working with as many companies as possible. You never really know like what your niche or like what your company is going to be just yet. You have to forge those relationships, and over time they become more and more profitable. I know we kind of like went on an affiliate tangent there, but it's really important because that's also part of sponsorships and partnerships. I think that the affiliate part of it is like the biggest part of it for me personally. You know, in the beginning of this whole thing, this whole, whatever you want to call this thing that I'm doing, this whole journey or project, the goal was to get free parts because I didn't know what I was doing. I was like, oh yeah, well, I'm just going to make some videos and hopefully I can get some free shit out of it. And I did. I got some free stuff. You know, I got some free stuff for the car, which is really cool. But then I was like, maybe I can turn this into like a job. Like maybe this can like be my job. 2 years down the road, it is my job. It is my full-time income. And I make pretty good money doing it. And I love it. I love it. So like I wake up every day and I get to do what I love. Like there's no going to a job. There's no getting a paycheck, which can be a little scary, and we'll like make other videos talking about that. But when it comes to partnerships, you have to be incredibly persistent. You have to stay on it. You have to continually ask a lot of people. You have to take a lot of L's. You know, the majority of people that come to me and they're like, hey, how do I get sponsors? I already know right away that I don't need to answer that person because I can pretty much tell by the way they're asking that they're not in the right frame of mind to get a real partnership. You don't want sponsors. You want partnerships. Partnerships are what you want. You don't want sponsors. So hopefully that all makes sense to you guys. This whole channel thing that we're doing here is going to be a little bit different for a while. Just bear with me while I kind of like find my groove. I like clearly not set up for a podcast or anything like that, but I would like to turn this into some sort of podcast situation. I am going to, if you guys know me, my name's John. I have another channel called Thick Whips, and this channel is going to be kind of interesting because I'm going to be dropping some hints and knowledge bombs before they come into Thick Whips. So cool things that are happening with me personally, like I have a shop that I'm going to be putting up, or like basically starting soon, like a real shop in a garage with lifts and all that stuff. A friend of mine, you guys know Chris, the Boost F30, him and I have been talking about getting a shop, which would be super dope. We're talking about more cars for the channel and more things happening. I don't really talk about a lot of that stuff on Thick Whips channel. This is gonna be a little more like behind the scenes, so if you dig this shit, thumbs up, subscribe, do all that good stuff. I'm in the middle of cooking dinner. Thank you guys for taking the time out of your day and watching this video. I'm gonna try my hardest to start uploading a lot more on this channel. It needs to happen. I have like 700 people in here. I just stopped uploading, which is just not cool, but it's 2021, man, and I gotta start grinding. So we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it, and you should do it with me. Start a YouTube channel, start doing something, start doing what you love, start building a car up. Anyways, if you guys have any questions that you want me to answer, comment down below. I'm gonna start answering these in every video. That's like the video premise ideas are just coming from the comments. So love you guys, peace.